Hey everybody, welcome back to the latest version of the Journey to the Overland Designer series. I haven't done this in a while, and I used to host it over on my solo wargaming show channel, so I decided to bring it back, and I am going to start hosting them all here on the Journey to the Overland channel. Today I want to talk about oracles or Mythic emulators. Now, if you are not a role player, you probably don't have the slightest idea what I'm talking about, and this won't concern you. If you are a role player and you are not a solo role player, you probably don't have the slightest idea what I'm talking about, and this won't concern you. But if you are a solo role player, you have inevitably heard of Mythic, or you have heard of what are called oracles. And to kind of summarize, an oracle is basically a device you use in a solo game to more or less generate yes or no answers. So one of the things you want to do when you play solo is simulate having a GM or a game master that you can ask questions about, the environment, the world you're gaming in, and the game master. You would usually, he'll answer the questions based on what he's prepared. So if you're solo, though, obviously you don't have that. You may have some cards, you may have a game world you're in, you may even have a scenario that you've kind of modified so that you could play it solo. So what was created was these things called oracles, and the most popular one is called Mythic, I believe. And normally they will not just give you a yes or no answer, because you could obviously do that just by rolling a die or pulling a coin out of a box. If you pull out a nickel, it's yes. If you pull out a penny, it's no, or something. But what the oracles try to do is kind of weight the answer. So you may ask an oracle, is this group going to attack me? And the oracle will say, are you outnumbered? And you say yes. And then the oracle will say, are they armed? And you say yes. And the oracle will say, are you carrying a lot of money? And you say yes. Then the oracle will say, yes, the group attacks you. Okay. And then you would resolve the attack that way. You may enter a room and say, is the door locked? The oracle may say, is it a wooden door? And you say yes. The oracle says, does it have a handle? And you say yes. And the oracle says, is it day or night? And you say it's night. And the oracle says the door is locked. Okay. So more or less, you're getting kind of what would be considered logical results. And that's why people like using them. Is, it can generate a logical yes or no answer. And that's why I don't like them. And I mean, just that's about as simple as I can put it. The reason I don't like oracles, I don't like Mythic, is because 9 times out of 10, the answer it's going to give you, if it's worth getting an answer out of it, is a logical answer, right? If I'm going to the mayor's residence at night and I'm a thief, I don't probably need to ask, is the door locked? Is the window locked? And stuff like that. Yeah, it's probably locked, right? Let's just get on with breaking in. Even if it's not locked, as a thief, you're going to assume it's locked and start picking it. So, the whole value of having an oracle or using Mythic, other than I didn't cheat because the oracle said it was not locked, so I can just walk in the window. Yeah, you could do that, but what fun is that? The oracle says you can just walk in the window. What if the oracle says, is there a pot of gold lying on the floor? Yep. All right, I didn't cheat. The oracle just says I happen to find this huge pot of gold. Right? And that's exactly why I don't like oracles. I've never used Mythic. I actually think I own a printout of it, and I went through it. And, that was my conclusion, is these are more or less logical, rational answers that the thing is giving you. The rare time when it veers off of logic, you're probably going to ignore it anyway because, it wouldn't make for a great adventure or a great story, to have a pot of gold lying on the floor underneath the window if you're a thief breaking into the mayor's house. And in Journey to the Overland, you won't find anything like that. There's no Oracle, there's no Mythic scenarios, that I've developed. And one reason I don't like them is, first of all, I think it's like kind of a lazy man's way of solo role playing, right? Instead of thinking out what you want your adventure to do, or, what you want your adventure to present to you as a player, you just decide, okay, well, when I get to that, I'll use this Oracle and let it tell me. Well, okay, you can do that, but I think using oracles tend to make you lazy. And not only does it make you lazy, I also think they tend to become superfluous. Okay? And what I mean by superfluous is, you can go up to the oracle and say, I'm running away. Does my shoe fall off? Yes or no? I just entered the tavern. Am I hungry? Yes or no? I meet a young woman. Is she in love with me? Just nonsense. Okay, just really literally nonsense. And that's why I think any usefulness you get out of it is eventually going to be outweighed by the superfluity of using it. When do you ask the question and when you don't ask a question? When is a question ridiculous? And when is a question logical or common sense, in the sense that, okay, I could ask the oracle, but these guys are going to probably attack me. They're bandits, okay? What else would they be doing all day if when they finally meet somebody, they don't attack you, right? Now, if you have a story, if you have encounter cards like I use in Journey to the Overland, there may be a reason why they do not attack you. You have encountered some bandits. They are looking to recruit a new member of their gang. Roll on the NPC reaction check, modify it by your presence score. If you pass, you have talked them into letting you in the gang. Here's what you are going to do with them next. Okay, and that is a logical scenario. It is taking you down a specific path. And if all else fails, they're simply going to attack you and you're going to resolve a combat. Okay, but you can't be lazy and do that. Regardless of how you solo roleplay or how you solo board game or how you solo war game, right? If you give in to the tendency to be lazy, right, and to always buy something or download something that can, quote, replace this or replace that, then I think you're going to lose all the fun and all the enjoyment of role playing. Instead, you're going to have these little quirky sessions where you sit up there and you ask yourself questions and you roll a few dice and you write a few things down. And then you said, that was pleasant. Right, that was pleasant. Okay, but if you want to go through an adventure, right, you are going to need a complete system that has specific intentions and goals in mind when you use it. That is what scenarios are for. That is what GMs and game masters do. When they sit down with those players, they have specific intentions of what they want those players to encounter, where they want those players to be at the end of a session or a game. And one way or another, they're going to either get them there, or they're gonna reassess what they're working with and find out why they didn't get them there. And I just think if you limit your solo role playing or your solo gaming to question and answer, everything is a yes or no response, then you are going to turn what could be a very fun and memorable adventure into a note-taking and diary session. You know, yeah, the Mythic thing. And, you know, I went to the place and I opened the window and there was a big pot of gold. I successfully took it out and made it down the chimney, and I got chased, but they didn't catch me. You know, they chased me. Do they catch me? No. Okay. What fun is that? All right. Take care, everybody. God bless.